Hi people, it's Ellie here. Over the past 2 years, I've been struggling with the idea of home. I think a lot of people my age, in their late teens and early 20s, don't really have a strict definition of home. It's a time when people leave their hometowns and go to university, which generally isn't anywhere near where you grew up. I have a hometown, and I considered that home for 18 years of my life. But the past 2 years, I call home my college town. When I go to my hometown, I don't see that as my home anymore. I see it as my parents' home and my brother's home. I don't live there anymore. So it made me wonder what other people think the definition of home is. Is home where you lay your head, where your family is, where you are, where you want to be? I haven't lived in the same place for more than a year. Since I'm a college student, most of my life is spent coming from this town to my hometown and back and forth. However, I live here permanently now. My home is here because that's where I am. It's where I work, it's where I study, it's where I live, sleep, and eat. My hometown isn't my home anymore. It was my home for the first 18 years of my life, but then my home moved with me. And it makes me think about what people call home if they've moved around every year of their life. And I start to wonder if I consider home where I live right now, or if I consider home the place I want to live 2 years from now. 2 years from now, I want to move to New York. I've never lived there permanently, but could I consider that a home? Or will my home forever be my hometown even though I don't live there anymore and I never plan on living there again? A lot of people go their whole life living in the same town, but a lot of people move and they never live in the same town more than once. But what is home? Definition of home is the place where one lives permanently, especially as a member of a family or a household. I live here permanently, but I live alone. Does that make this any less of a home than it does in my hometown with all my family? Because when you turn 18 and graduate high school, you leave the house and you go to work and you go to school to never return again. Maybe. All my friends still call their hometown home. They don't consider their college campuses home, while I do. And it's not like they plan on living in our hometown the rest of their lives either. They also plan on moving out. Maybe it's just that I've permanently moved out of my parents' house that I can't see my hometown as home anymore. I see it as the place where I grew up and where I learned and was educated, but I left. I don't know. Home is where the heart is. If that was the saying, where would my home be? With my family, with my friends, with the cities that I love, internet friends I've never met? Home is such a complicated thing. I'm just so confused and I have so many thoughts on this, and it's frustrating that there's no specific answer. I'd like to know what you guys call home. If you call your hometown home or where you currently live home. If you think home isn't as much of a place as it is just a feeling, like home is where the heart is, or home is where I rest my head at night. I'd be really interested to know what you guys think what home is. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like if you like, and subscribe, and that's it. So I'm gonna go. Bye!
Thanks for watching. Imagine Workshop is awesome. Would you like to subscribe? You've got mail. See you next time.